Hey guys, it's Chris at Lifetime Trail Maps, and I just wanted to do a quick video in response to a question that I've had probably 20 or 30 times over the last couple of days about why am I only seeing a small section of map in the middle of my screen when there are trails off of my map. The reason is because in order to use your Lifetime Trail Maps device offline, meaning you do not need cell service, data service, internet connection, etc., you have to have offline map areas stored in your device. You'll find these by clicking this little folded map icon up here, choosing Switch Map, and you'll see the Lifetime Maps tab over here with all the different maps that I've downloaded. I haven't downloaded a lot of them because I've been doing a lot of testing. But for instance, if you notice down here, you've got Tennessee Jellicoe, you got Nemo Tunnel, Pickett, Prentice Cooper, so forth and so on. You'll notice that some of these areas actually connect. Like for instance, Windrock, Brimstone, Gobi, TWRA connects to the one above it, Ride Royal Blue at the TWRA Sunquist unit. All right, so let's go back to the app and look at this small section of map here. Now, this particular section of map is Black Mountain in Kentucky. Now, why is that map so small on the screen, and why are there trails off of that map? Again, the reason is because these are offline maps, and we don't want these map sections any larger than they need to be to cover the area that they have been named. So, for instance, this one's Black Mountain. We don't need it to cover Windrock, and we don't need it to cover Jellicoe or Middlesboro, so forth and so on, because it makes that piece of map so big that it essentially fills up your tablet. So we're going to zoom in here, and I'm going to turn my waypoints on, and you're going to be able to see that, this is Black Mountain. All right, so let's go into Black Mountain. You can see all your trails there for Black Mountain. And let's back out. I'm going to turn my waypoints off again. Now, some people have said, well, what happens if I ride off of the map into the blue area or the great blue yonder? Well, the good news is, let's just say you leave Black Mountain and you start scrolling over here and you start getting into Middlesboro and all, and you end up leaving this map. Well, as you ride, when you scroll off that map, you'll scroll right into the next map. And you saw at the bottom there, it said it had loaded Middlesboro. So if we're riding through Middlesboro and we want to get over into like Tackett, Jellicoe, you'll see when we scroll over here and we scroll off of the Middlesboro map, automatically goes into the Jellicoe map, so forth and so on. So if we ride down here into Royal Blue, let's see here, we go into Royal Blue. And then if we leave Royal Blue, Sunquist unit, and we want to go into Windrock, and we ride off of that blue section, it automatically switches to Windrock. So this is the reason that we've done this. We wanted to give areas specific names. On our last Oryx Maps app, we had to compile a whole bunch of names into one file, and we just felt like that was confusing. So now we've given you Windrock, we've given you Scott County, we've given you TWRA Sunquist unit, we've given you Middlesboro, Jellicoe, Tackett Creek. We've just given you a whole bunch of different maps that you can choose from, so that if you want to ride that particular area, it doesn't cover a lot of unnecessary ground and take up a lot of data in your tablet. So again, let's just say you want to ride from, Windrock up through Royal Blue. There is a little bit of Royal Blue included in this map because it caught the corner of it. But let's just say you're riding up here, in the top of Royal Blue, and you leave and you want to ride over on into the rest of Royal Blue. As soon as you get off that map, it's going to switch over to the new Royal Blue map. And again, as you leave Royal Blue, it's going to switch over into the let's see, let me back up, I'm confused here where I am now. You leave this map, it's going to go into, let me get back down to the zoom level here. we normally ride somewhere about like that. So let's turn our waypoints on. So let's just say we're leaving Royal Blue and we're headed up towards Tackett and Jellicoe. When we leave this map, it's automatically going to scroll into the next map. So you don't have to manually pick those maps. So let's see, this is Royal Blue. And we've gotten into, let's see, what is this? Yeah, we've gotten into Royal Blue, and then again, when we go up in here and we switch off that map, it'll take us into Jellicoe. We'll ride Jellicoe trails. I don't have Tackett Creek installed on here yet. That's why it's not auto-switching to Tackett Creek, which is down here. Again, I have only downloaded some of these maps for playing around with and testing, but anyway, this should answer the question as to why you're only seeing certain blocks of map on the screen and you're seeing lots of trails outside of those blocks. And again, that's just because the map that you've selected, that area, that riding area, is designated to be that riding area, not anything else around it. And this helps save space in your tablet. So let's go back and switch our map again, and for instance, let's go up here to Kentucky, Wildcat, and we'll look at Wildcat. Well, that's a small piece of map. There's a whole bunch of stuff around it, but those are all on their own maps. So when we want to go to Wildcat, we just zoom in to Wildcat, and everything in Wildcat is included in that map. So when we zoom in and we ride, we see everything that's important in Wildcat. And chances are we're not going to be riding over here in Wildcat out into this blue area because there are no trails there. So we didn't really feel the necessity, or we didn't feel like it was necessary to download anything outside of that area for sake of space. So anyway, I know I've been a little bit redundant here in this video, but the Japanese always said if you tell somebody something 5 times, they get it. So that being said, hopefully now a lot of you guys understand why we've only downloaded into your tablet whenever you click download on one of our offline maps, why it's not a huge map of the US and why it's only a particular area map for the area that you've chosen. And that is exactly why. So as always, guys, ride safe.